end to this war. What exactly does that mean for Ukraine and the larger global scene?
I would start from saying that Ukraine was always supported all efforts of our partners and friends, including the United States, to help us to withstand Russian invasion. And we always enjoy bipartisan support in the United States. It's probably too premature to say what plan President Trump might have and bring for consideration. But from our side, I can share our views that this peace plan is very simple. If Russian troops will go out of Ukraine, will come back to Russia, that will be the start of the peace. It's a very simple recipe. The only problem we face, and the international community face, is that Russian Federation is not willing to stop this war. They're not willing to bring long-lasting and just peace to Ukraine. And as we all know, quite recently, President Putin again stated that what he calls special military operation will reach its goals. And the goals, as they've been stated before, are really ridiculous.
Right.
I can even use that word, because the goals of that so-called special military operation is to denazify and demilitarize Ukraine. And we all see that in real life, it's not Ukraine, but rather Russian forces commit war crimes on the territory of Ukraine, and they're acting as Nazis used to act during the World War II.
Right, Ambassador, we have seen just yesterday, Ukraine had launched, missiles into Russia. What would you say this is? Is it defensive? And what sort of, repercussion or action is going to come from Russia?
Let me start from stating that for last almost 900 days, out of 1,000 days, we are fighting. Russians send their missiles and their drones to Ukraine every single night. For last more than 60 days, okay, there was no single night when Russians haven't sent their missiles or their drones to destroy Ukrainian cities, towns, and villages and kill Ukrainian civilians. We sent our drones and missiles exclusively on military targets, and that makes a difference between us and Russians, because Russians mainly target civilian infrastructure, our energy infrastructure, our hospitals, schools, our civilian population. We actually never done so, and we are not going to do so. We only target military installations, because Ukraine actually respect the rules of international law, which clearly prohibit the use of military force against civilians and civilian infrastructure.
Ambassador, you said it's very important to have the support of different countries when it comes to this particular war, because it will help in ending it more justly, right? What can Kenya do in this regard to help maybe even end this war?
Definitely Kenya already done a lot. We are really grateful to Kenya for being a strong supporter of Ukraine within the international organizations. And I can tell you that all Ukrainians who are interested in international relations, in global issues, they remember the statement of the then permanent representative of Kenya to the United Nations, Martin Kimani, the second day of the start of Russian invasion, when he clearly stated that Kenya would not tolerate such actions as Russia undertook. And it's a clear violation of international law